Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I was done with making Encanto videos, but then I've watched this movie over and over, like I've lost count already. And this is something that I've noticed and I just felt like talking about in this video. And it's about why I feel Dolores is one of the strongest characters in the entire family Madrigal. And I don't mean physical strength like Luisa, obviously. I'm talking about emotional strength, psychological strength and all of that. So without any further ado, let's just dive straight into today's video. Now, if you're a pro fan of this movie and you've watched it as much as the rest of us have, you'd notice that almost all the family Madrigal are like going through a lot emotionally, and they're hiding a lot of pain, which kind of make them like miserable, but then they all hide it behind a smile. For Abuela, she walked around daily with the trauma of what happened to her husband. Isabella, she had to be stuck being perfect all her life. And Mirabel, just the whole not getting a gift, and it was a huge burden on her. But then one thing about all these people is that for Abuela, she found solace in her family. That was what like gave her comfort in growing up her family and making sure that they are all protected and safe. Mirabel, she had her parents to like make her feel better. But then the frustration which Dolores deals with is the one that actually caught my attention the most, because it's actually something that when I watched it, I was like, man, I would want to be in this situation. So now let me just give a full breakdown of what I'm trying to talk about. So Dolores, being born just a few months after Isabella was born, had to literally grow up under the shadow of Isabella. Like, try growing up with a sibling or cousin who everyone calls perfect and angel and all that, and then you're just there by the side. It's something that can spark jealousy and hatred, but then Dolores kept her cool. And worst of all was the fact that she was actually in love with Mariano, who was betrothed to another, and this was something that she was told from when she was a little girl by her uncle Bruno. I mean, if this was in the real world, definitely, if they tell you that, hey, the man of your dream, the woman of your dream is going to be betrothed to another, the first thing we want to do is, who is this other person, so that I can try and get them as far away as possible from the man or woman of your dreams. And in Dolores' case, she had to grow up and see that, oh, this other person is actually my cousin Isabella. But then she had to keep her cool, she had to keep quiet, hide her pain within her, because she knows that if she did anything, it would just cause more pain for the family and disappoints Abuela the more. And obviously, she didn't want any of that to happen. But then I've asked myself that, okay, if Isabella didn't want to marry Mariano and then Dolores was right here in love with him, why didn't they just pair them up together? But I don't just know, they don't communicate that much in the family, so yeah, that's what bad communication can actually cause. So she had to live through that pain of knowing that, oh, the man of my dream is going to someone else. And she was even supportive through the whole situation. When she was asked that, oh, do we have a date? She was like, yeah, tonight. You know, if it was someone cheeky, she would try to ruin the whole thing. In fact, she would have been the one to even ruin the proposal, not Mirabel, but she kept her cool. And you might be like, but she spilled the beans about Mirabel going to see Bruno and all that. But hey, in her defense, she only said that because she felt that the entire family was in danger. So I'm gonna excuse her actions at the dinner table. And this is the reason why I feel like she kept her cool through the entire period of holding in her feelings about Mariano. You know, with the kind of power she has, she can hear everything. And during Mirabel's gift-giving ceremony, when Abuela met Bruno to like find out more on why she wasn't giving her gifts, and then Bruno left, you know, the whole ordeal of like Bruno being made an outcast in his own family, she definitely heard everything. And then seeing that, oh, in this family, when it's discovered that your powers are of no good, when it's discovered that you're not helping the family, you're ostracized, she saw this as a little girl and had to grow up knowing that, okay, Dolores, if you do anything that this family doesn't like, you're not going to be a member of the family. So because of that, she had to like learn to hold in her feelings, learn to hold in her expressions. And that's why you see Dolores is kind of like the quiet one in the family. She doesn't talk much. She has a lot hidden inside, which she didn't get to speak out because she knows the in and outs of the family and how everything works. And so that this is something that I have to just keep within myself. And bottling in feelings is one thing that we all know that is of no good to anyone, because it only leads to more frustration and pain and depression. But then she had to deal with all this until the very end, when she was then paired up with the man of her dreams. And the whole situation is just a tough one to actually go through. Now I agree that each and every one of the family Madrigal actually goes through their own personal struggles, but for this video I just decided to point out Dolores's because I find her as a little bit more interesting. And I haven't even mentioned that for the fact that she can actually hear what everyone can say. That means you get to hear things that you don't want to hear, especially from your family members. A family member can say something bad about you and you get to hear it all. Imagine if someone like Bruno had her powers and then the whole town is just saying terrible things about you. We don't talk about Bruno. Imagine what that does to a person emotionally. But then, well, she's a nice person, so I don't really think anyone wants to say something bad about her. So she got that going for her. So that's it for this video. I'm really glad how Dolores' story ended in the film. I'm glad that she finally got the man of her dreams, and then hopefully she'd get to say more and then come out like of her shell and be more outspoken, because she doesn't have to hide any of her feelings anymore. So thanks for watching this video. Who do you think is the strongest member of the family Magical? Let me know that down in the comment section below. You can check out more of my videos on Encanto. Please hit the like and the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!